LonelyMans back once again. We got a new studio set up. We're here in my home with Alejandro.
Excellent.
And Ben Bosonga.
Alejandro, say something to the people.
Hell yeah, that purr's picking up on the mic, baby.
Yeah, Alejandro's shy. Just no need to say nothing. Just purr.
I'm not recording how much time we're doing on here.
Was that somebody just sending you some nudes?
Yeah, that's our number one Patreon subscriber.
Yes. Get them Patreon subscriptions, son.
Ben just saw a little glimpse of the type of people that follow us on Patreon. We have a very attractive Patreon audience right now.
Yeah, I say 50% of our subscribers. Very attractive.
We have 6 now. 3 of you are very attractive. 3 of you are still very attractive. I would say we have the hottest Patreon audience of any podcast.
Per capita, I agree. Do you know all 6 of our Patreon subscribers?
Personally, yes.
Personally? Wow.
Do you know all 6 of our Patreon subscribers? No.
No, I don't know a single. I can't even name you a single one.
We're talking about patreon.com/LonelyMans. Subscribe for $5 a month. You get access to 1 free bonus episode every week.
Are we recording this already?
This is recording.
Oh
yeah.
shit! I thought we were just talking. It's good to know.
This is the podcast, baby.
I'm just finding out about this too. So this is good.
We're bullshitting just as hard on the new podcast as we did on the old podcast. So it's the same quality.
Except now, we have evil genius tendencies here. Like we look like Bond villains. We're about to take over and do something quite nefarious.
Don't worry, I'm gonna hook you up with a lint roller before you leave the house.
Yeah, don't worry. And if you want secret kitty pics, you can find pictures of this pussy later on the Patreon exclusive.
Patreon.com/LonelyMans. Pussy pics, bonus episodes. I threw a vlog up there just because fuck it. I need to learn how to use iMovie now.
Yeah, you doing is that what you're gonna be using to edit? Is that what you use now?
Until we bootleg Final Cut Pro, that's gonna be what's going on.
Shout out to the bootleg, man. With as much porn as I've watched, this couch looks very familiar. Like I've seen some shit happen on this couch.
You should have seen the old black leather couch that I had.
Oh shit, yeah, that's straight.
You would recognize that one.
Yeah, I'd recognize some of those stains too. It'd be black like that couch.
I wish I had this ring light and the camera setup when I had that black leather couch. I could have been casting some new Patreon subscribers.
Yeah, subscribe to the Patreon, get the exclusive casting footage. I feel like can you imagine if there was like a casting couch and then just the Bond villain was doing the interview with the cat? Yeah, so what makes you want to join the adult industry?
Oh, I thought he was just sitting on the couch while another guy is casting. Yeah.
Could you miss someone else's casting?
The guy with the cat is the producer that you're actually casting for.
He's just in the background watching with the cat?
Yeah.
Yes, excellent. That would be creepy as hell. What? Man, I think nowadays though, porn has gotten it's gotten less like commercialized. Like it's too expensive to have gigantic productions now. Like you got to produce your own porn now. You can't just be like a producer in the background with an evil cat watching.
Yeah, a lot of people are into that though. Like it's been discussed at many open mics, the type of porn that people are into, and most people say they want amateur shit, like shot on a cell phone, vertically, low lighting, average looking people. I want my porn to be like a Marvel movie. I want very high production. I want well-known actors, professionals.
You want the plumber to come in and clean the pipes.
Yeah, and I want him to be played by Chris Hemsworth.
I want my porn written with dialogue shot in the studio. Is that what you're...
Yes. I want a full script. I want the actors to be reading the sides before they shoot their scene. Everything needs to be memorized.
Okay, you want the guy that goes in take 2 and then he brings it on.
Yeah.
Which, if you
whoever
watch
that guy is.
Yeah, if you watch behind the scenes porn, you find out that there is a lot. There's a lot more like coordination to the scenes than you would imagine of people fucking. Mm-hmm. It's like.
Yeah, I think it's just shot straight through, but there's a guy who's like, stop, hold on, all right, switch positions. Your dick's not hard enough. She's crying. We need to clean that up.
We
edit that out.
put it in her butt. Now there's poop. We need to wipe that off. Time out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of random shit. Alejandro doesn't like the poop talk. So I don't know.
We walked the cat on that one.
Yeah. 2 jokes in, we walked the cat.
I
He'll
know
be back.
porn's not as glamorous as it seems, but I'm in it for the fantasy. I don't want reality.
You know what's funny about that is like, oh shit, Alejandro just got bounced.
I wish that was on camera.
It is. If you look in the right hand corner, Alejandro just
All you
bounced.
can see is
Just shot up. It's like, oh shit, he's got bounced.
This is way better than the Zoom conference software.
Now that we're in it, but it's weird because I'm watching myself, and watching myself is like, I guess I'll get used to it after a while.
Don't you watch yourself on the Zoom software too?
Yeah, that's fair, but I guess I don't look at
all
myself.
right, you look at me on the screen, and I'll look at you on the screen.
All right, I'm gonna know a lot about you by the time this is done. I'll be in there. But yeah, you know what's weird is like, I feel like movies have gotten too high def now. Like, you're not a movie person, but like when I was younger, you used to, you watch like a superhero movie or whatever, and it's like, I can tell I'm watching a movie production, I'm like, wow.
Oh yeah,
this
now
looks
with
amazing.
like the HD.
Yeah,
4K.
now you have like 4K cameras shot on like ultra high def Blu-ray. Like
everything looks like a soap opera now.
yeah, it just looks like it looks like I can see the wires holding the superhero up. Like I'm like, you guys put too much production value in this. Now
you
it
can
takes
tell they're on a set.
Yeah, it takes away the movie making magic. Before it's like it's a movie. They made this, it's seamless. Now I'm like, no, I can tell they are filming me a movie. They are selling me this, and I can tell that somebody set this up to rig this up. It takes away from that, especially when you watch like high pack like action movies and like superhero movies. Like it takes away from the movie because it's too high def. Like we need to go back down. Fuck 4K. We need to go back down to 3K. Get that shit back in line. Like
it's weird. All right, with porno, I want it as high production as I can get with all the new cameras and lighting and everything. But with movies, I do like older like 80s or 70s movies where it looks really grimy and low budget.
I'm really big into 1990s like and early 2000s action flicks. Like I've been going back and watching shit like
we watched Blue Streak when we were in Austin.
Yeah, Blue Streak's a good one. I went back and watched Three Kings.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Three Kings was a good one. I'm trying to go back and I'm watching Face Off the other day. It's like
Are these all on Netflix?
I mean, I have Netflix, I got Hulu, I got fucking Amazon Prime, I got HBO Max. I got them all. Like,
fuck yeah, you're
Disney,
gonna be a good roommate.
Disney Plus, yeah, come find me, man. And honestly, I don't think I pay for a single one. I don't know how I have. The only thing I pay for is Spotify.
I might pay for Spotify. I think I'm supposed to pay for Spotify. I don't know. Is my roommate listening?
We ain't telling him.
He does. He's one of our sexy Patreon subscribers.
Yes.
But this is a free episode. I do have Spotify. I have an Amazon Prime account that I'm going to get rid of as soon as we move to Austin and like order all of our new stuff that we're gonna need.
Yeah, I've been telling myself I was going to get rid of Amazon Prime since I got it. It was a 30-day trial, and now we're like a year later. That trial is very extended. I've only used an Amazon trial for 365 days.
I think I had a 100-day free trial when I was a student like 10 years ago.
You know that sometimes I still use my college student ID. I look exactly the same way, and I'm still wearing this beanie. I'm wearing a beanie just like this in the picture, and people are just like, "No, that's definitely him."
Does it say like class of 2012 on it?
No, it doesn't say the year. It just got a picture of me looking exactly like I do now.
When I first subscribed to my gym, I just lied and said I was a student, and they didn't ask me for an ID because I looked young enough, and my friend who was like 22 at the time just got out of college. I think he might have had an ID, but I wasn't gonna lie. But they were like, "You students?" And he just went, "Yes," and I was like, "Yep." And they just gave us I paid like $30 less for my gym membership for a year. And then I walked in one day. They're like, "Are you still a student?" And I was like, "No." I didn't have my friend there to back me up.
Oh, you pussed out. You should have been like, "Yeah."
I told, keep me going. Yeah, I'm just in school for 8 years.
Listen, Van Wilder did it. Bert Kreischer did it. Whatever, just.
True.
Sign up. No one knows. Plus, you can go back to school as like an older, be one of those people like, I'm going back to school.
I went to community college when I was 23, and I felt, I was like 22, 23, and I felt so fucking old. But now that I'm 33 and looking at a 23-year-old, I'm like, no, 23-year-old's going to hang out with like 18-year-olds. It's fine. Yeah. It's not as big of a gap.
No. Now that you're 33,
I can't go back.
Yeah, it's too late. You can't go back in the game now.
If I go back to community college, now I'm going to be the old weirdo. But at the time, I looked like I was like, I belong there.
No, it's a weird feeling though. Like when you're there, like when I was in college, by my last year, I was like, I need to get the fuck out of this place. I felt like the old guy at the parties. I was still only like 22, but
Yeah.
I still felt like I'd go to like a college party and I'm just seeing all these like freshmen like drunk and passed out. I'm like, hey, getting drunk and passing out is my gig. What are you guys doing here?
When I was 22, I had friends that were around my age that would still crash like high school parties on Friday nights and walk in with a 30 rack.
Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
the 30 rack
But,
high school parties.
Yeah, you go to a high school party, there probably going to be some like seniors there, but like most of the people that really party hard at high school are underage. Like that's when like the real partying goes on. So you're really hanging out with like 16, 17-year-olds at the party.
Yeah,
It's not a good look.
it's a little bit different. It's weird because like by the time you're 30, those 16, 17-year-olds are going to be like 23, 24. It's going to be fine. But in that moment, it's a weird dynamic. High school is a weird dynamic now because like if you're a senior and you're 18 and you're dating like a freshman that's like 14 or 15, in a lot of cases that can be like statutory, which is weird that you guys go to school together, but you could be like charged for that.
Before social media, that happened all the time.
Yeah.
And no one like snitched on anybody or was even really concerned about it. When I was in 8th grade, we were still in the old high school, and it was 8th grade through 12th grade.
Yikes.
Yeah. And there was
Yikes.
there was definitely an 8th grader dating a senior in my class.
That's you're gonna get like arrested for sure.
That is not. How old are you in 8th grade?
In 8th grade, you're what? I was
14.
I was 13 or 14 in 8th grade, a combination of
And
both.
you're
I believe.
17, 18 as a senior.
Yeah, if you graduate on time.
Yeah, you're probably 18. I'm gonna say you're 18 just to make it creepier.
Yeah, you're illegal, bro. You're out. You're out of the fucking game.
When I was a freshman, there was a girl who was you're 15 in 9th grade. She was dating a 21-year-old dude.
Yeesh.
And yeah, I remember she like said it out loud. Like she was so unaware of how inappropriate that was. She's like, why is everyone giving me shit? So what if my boyfriend's 20 years old? I don't give a fuck. And we're like, the law gives a fuck. Your parents probably give a fuck. The teacher who just put her head down and went back to grading papers, she gave a fuck, but she didn't say anything.
Nah, because, man, if you're a teacher, you hear some shit. Like, I remember, if I was a teacher, I wouldn't do shit about fuck. Like, I'd see kids fighting, and I would look the other way like I didn't see
I
shit.
get this syllabus to get together. I can't be going to court and testify.
Because if you try to jump into everybody's business of all the shit you heard, there is no way you'd be all knee deep in some bullshit at all times. You'd just be heavy in it. Because high school kids don't give a fuck. Like, they don't know shit.
You gotta leave that to the parents.
Yeah, it's like, where were the parents at? Now look where it's at, you know? Like, fucking leave that's Eminem and the parents. We could blame some other people. It ain't gonna be me, though. Fucking the parents fucked up, Eminem, society, not the teacher. Don't do shit. Like, when my high school, when I was a freshman, it came out that the soccer coach had, like, gotten some girl pregnant a couple years before and then was fucking one of the students.
All right, that's inappropriate.
Yeah, he crossed the line.
I will snitch on that if I hear
well, somebody did, and then... He ended up, like, once he got convicted, he was about to go to court and shit, and he ended up committing suicide. Yeah, it was a weird thing for everybody.
My gym teacher turned out to be a pedophile. I think he was molesting his daughter's friends who were, like, 12 or maybe, like, a little bit younger, like, around that age.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then he went to jail, and I think he had a heart attack and died in jail.
Yeah.
So maybe he got off easy. I don't know.
The heart, man, it's a weird thing. Like, I had a friend who had something like that happen to him when they were younger, and the person who got caught, like right after they got caught when they were going through court and they'd just gotten arrested, they were going through the court, and then they like died of cancer before they were ever convicted. Yeah, imagine if you're just like, you go through that. And
I guess God has other plans for you.
Yeah. And whenever Jake was in the background, like, God's plan. Dude, not the time, Drake. It's not. Dude, I've always wondered, like, because people only use that shit, like, when good things happen, you know? Like, everyone's always, like, something good happened. Like, that's God's plan.
Yeah, I won the lottery. Thank you, God.
Yeah, God's plan. But no one's ever, like, died in the hospital. Someone's in the background, like, God's plan. God's plan. Like,
I just lost all my money on Dogecoin. It's God's plan.
I went broke putting all my money into GameStop. God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. Like, no, yeah, but here's the thing: if you're gonna give him credit for all the good stuff, you got to be able to give him credit for the bad stuff too, right?
Yeah.
But then it's funny because like atheists and people that don't believe in God use it the other way. Like, if there was a God, why would young kids die? Like, you blame everything on him. It's like, why do there school shootings? Because white people are crazy.
Yeah.
But no one, like, everyone's like, oh, where's God's plan with that? But when good things happen, they're not like, oh, well, this was God,
Yeah.
Like, it's always just whatever you believe in. You just use it to back up your beliefs. That's what people do. Just whatever team you're playing for.
Yeah.
You ever?
I used to claim atheist and ruin a lot of house parties, but I'm over that phase. Now I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. And also,
Are you an atheist?
I think you can't like be sure either way.
So that would be agnostic. Like, you can't be sure.
Yeah, maybe I'm agnostic now. I just don't like labels, bro.
You just don't like labels. Bro, that's God's plan. I mean,
I was an atheist until I met like other
Jesus?
hardcore atheists. Until I was visited by God in a dream.
We need to get a soundboard where we could play sounds. Like, we just...
Dog, you think I don't have a soundboard?
But like... can we... No, it's too slow. It just kept getting me.
That's what Ellis said to me. So you're going to speed that up a little bit.
It got me like every single time it did that.
What else I got? There's only 4 on here, and they came with the pod track.
Can we change that to God's plan for this podcast anytime we say something crazy?
I wish I
plan.
had that loaded up, but yeah, maybe for next episode.
Oh, so we can cue them up.
I think it's just loops for a while.
Is that a round of applause we can loop?
Shawty, make that ass clap.
Round of applause. Shawty, make that ass clap.
Clap, clap. And what's this one? Oh, yeah. For a comedy podcast, you need a good...
Yo, it's supposed to snow 7 to 15 tonight.
Is that tonight?
That's what the host
I hope
said.
I get out of work tomorrow, man.
Oh, man, I work from home. This sucks. No snow days, bro. No more
days.
snow days.
Just ruins any plans you might have had after work.
I thought I was going to be out. No, it's just a double fuck because now I work from home and now I can't leave the house.
No, you're snowed in.
Yeah, I better go get some ice cream,
You're
Nothing.
Edward snowed in, bro. You can't leave the house either.
Edward Snowden hands. Oh, shit. That guy's never going to leave Russia.
You don't think so?
Why would he leave Russia, bro? American government will fuck his ass up if he gets out.
Yeah, thanks, Obama.
Seriously, Obama president? Fucking Obama was fucking up all the whistleblowers.
Trump didn't hook him up. Trump hooked up Kodak Black and Lil Wayne.
Did he really?
Yeah, he pardoned them.
But Lil Wayne was in jail?
He had a gun charge, so now his record's clean.
Oh, well, shit. Shout out. Lil Wayne doesn't believe in racism. Maybe this is why. He's like, I don't believe in racism.
It's just God's plan for Lil Wayne.
God's plan. God's plan. God's plan.
All right, I'll put God's plan on there, and then I'm also going to put our theme song, Walk Around the Club, Fuck Everybody.
Great song, by the way. Shout out to the guys who sing that.
I think I haven't been jamming that for the past, 4 weeks.
Bro, it's such a catchy tune. Like,
It's from 2011. That completely passed me at that time. I was not aware of it.
It's from 2011.
Yeah.
Because I was not bumping that in 2011. Even up to 2015, I was not bumping that.
Where'd you hear it?
I heard it very recently. Like, I think I might have heard it in Austin for the first time, or maybe I've heard it a couple of times before that. But I think I might have heard it in Austin for the first time.
You were acting like that was your ringtone back in the day.
I said I would make it my ringtone. It was just such a catchy song. I think I'd heard it before, but it's been like a couple of years. It's been
when
a while
we were
since I
trying
heard
to pull you out of the club. We called the Uber, and you were like, "Yo, give me 20 more minutes upstairs." You're like, "The Uber's here in 20 minutes." You're like, "Give me 10 minutes upstairs." So 10 minutes went by. We went to wrangle you out. And then at that moment, that song dropped, Walk Around the Club, and you started jamming. And then some girl that you had been talking to before, you guys just attracted to each other like magnets and just hit the dance floor together.
Bro, that song, it'll change your life, bro. You just walk around the club and just fuck throw your bows up, really do your thing.
I don't give a fuck.
Fuck everybody. Bro, that song, that beat is hard. It's just very catchy too.
Then when we got you out of the club, onto the sidewalk to wait for the Uber, that's when you were just singing it over. The whole time we were trying to leave, you're like, fuck everybody. And then we didn't mention that song to you at all. And then we were halfway home in the car. You just randomly popped into your head and you started singing in the car. And I was like, dude, that was the fuck. That was the song we were trying to get you out of the club.
It snapped something, bro. It snapped something in my head. It's still just swirling around And then the part where they were like, I'm in my own zone. And I was all fucked up on some shit. I was like, I'm in my own zone.
For
I was
sure.
in my own zone. Like, I was in it. I'm not mad about it, you know?
At that point, the drugs had wore off of me, and I was no longer in my zone anymore.
That's the key. You can't let the drugs wear off. Like, if you're going to do something like have a night like that, and you're going to be drinking a drink like vodka sodas.
Is that what you were drinking in the club?
I probably drank a vodka soda, but I drank a lot of things.
Actually, they didn't have soda water, at least downstairs. I had to get a club soda.
Is that like ginger ale?
It has a bite to it. It's got that quinine in it.
It's got that quinine.
That quinine hit my taste buds. And I was like, nah, I'm not feeling this right now.
I don't even know what quinine is, but it sounds intense, dog. It sounds spicy.
No, it wasn't club soda. It was tonic water.
Oh, that's got some quinine.
That's got the quinine in it.
Yeah.
So actually, when that girl handed me, we were hanging out with those two girls, and one of them brought some drinks over. I had her get me a water or a soda water or something. It might have been tonic, but I'm pretty sure there was booze in that drink that she gave me.
There's only one way to find out, bro. You got to drink it all. That's the only way to find out.
I should have just murdered that cup.
Should have just pounded it to the face and then been like, wrong cup. And then pounded the second one to the face. And then free laps. You would have been like walking around the club. Fuck, we would have been out till like 8 in the morning.
I did have 2 sips because I sipped the first one. I was like, that's booze. I was like, let me try this one. I was like, that's even more booze.
You got to listen. When a free lapse comes out, you can't miss a free lapse. You got to double. Listen, if
the sip is the free lapse. If I chug the whole thing, that's a relapse.
That's why you don't stop sipping, bro. You just keep.
That's how you taste every drink.
The taste of you just chug the whole thing.
Yo, man, this craft beer is gonna try a sip of it. And you just chug the whole thing.
The whole thing. But nobody told you it was a craft beer beforehand. If they would have told you beforehand, that's a relapse.
No, I'm saying like anytime someone offers you a sip to try it, you just chug it.
Just chug the whole thing, and then you could be like, "Oh shit, my bad."
Be like, that is good. We should get another.
I'm in my own zone right now. I'm in my own zone. You got to pull up. I mean, honestly, I'm not a drug addict, but I'm close. Because I like drugs.
I'm a drug addict on vacation. We did drugs all week on vacation. Well, I did. I'll speak for myself.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll admit it. They're a great
This is
time.
a comedy podcast and nothing's true. We create our own reality on this podcast.
For all the snitches listening, we're just out here telling stories that may or may not be true. Like that rapper that
we're talking like we're on the Patreon episode right now. If you want exclusive details of this Austin trip, listen to episode 1 of the Patreon. We get deep. Skip the first 20 minutes. I don't even remember what we talked about in the first 20 minutes.
Probably porns and dicks. That seems to be the beginning of our conversations a lot. There's some fish talk.
Yeah, we probably did the usual shit. Pedophiles, porn, dicks.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to really talk about? Pretty much we're talking about politics. I believe that's where that conversation.
Yeah.
Pedophile, porn, and dicks. That's 90% of what politics is now, you know? I'm pretty sure. Like, that's...
Yeah, Trump was rounding up all the pedophiles for QAnon. He fucked Stormy Daniels, porn star, and she talked about his dick. That's what his whole presidency was about.
Michael Weiner talking about dick shots, you know? It's just... That's all politics
Anthony
is.
Weiner, you mean?
I always want to call him Michael, isn't he?
Tony Weens?
Yeah, Tony Weens. You know Tony Weens, bro. He was out here just slinging the D.
Is he still in jail? What happened to him?
I think he's a politician. They don't go to jail. They just get embarrassed in the news and then people forget about it.
He did some time. He did like a year, I think.
You think Weens did some time?
Yeah.
Man, I wish we had young Jamie, get that on the screen.
We do have the computer in front of us, but...
Yeah, it's not the same.
Google it.
Now people can tell when I'm Googling shit. It takes away the magic. It's like it's too high
def.
def.
Set up professional audio and audio settings. I hope this is still recording. This is great podcast footage. Let me check this out while you Google that.
Yeah, no, I'm Googling it. Anthony Weiner.
We're good.
Was he in jail?
Google, where is Anthony Weiner right now? There used to be a website called isguccimaneinjail.com.
That's the whole website? Is he still in jail?
And it either says yes or no. So for 4 years or 3 or 4 years, it just said yes. And then the day he got out, I just kept refreshing the page.
It just said no.
No.
How long did it take to update?
Like half the day.
Oh, so we should start a website with just a bunch that's like our famous people still in jail.
Yeah.
That'll be the whole website. It'll just tell you like what famous people are in jail and when they're
Is Bobby Shmurda in jail.com.
Yeah, but with a bunch of people, not just Bobby Shmurda. Like it's just like
it's funnier if it's just
Bobby Shmurda.
Jail.com, yeah.
Well, Anthony Weiner was released. He actually spent 28 He spent 18 months out of 21.
That's
for
a stretch. That's half a yard.
Bro, 18 months?
Yeah.
Half a yard? I thought that was like a yard and a half.
Yard is 3 years.
Oh, 3 years
It's
is
a
a yard?
yardstick,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I see what you did. It's a little measuring stick. So you spent
I'm using Wu-Tang slang
Bro,
from 94.
Yeah. Man, you are the Worcester's top urban comic. That's real. That's why we keep you on the streets. So, yeah, he did half a yard out there. He was in the yard for half a yard. To him, it was the longest yard. It was a very long yard for him. But he got released. What do you do after?
When was he released? How long has he been out?
He was released in like 2019.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's been about 2 years. It was February 2019. The question is, when you get out of prison for texting explicit pictures to an underage girl, so you got caught and convicted of essentially pedophilia, like
sexting.
Yeah, it's like underage girls, like
soliciting.
Yeah, soliciting under statutory, right? So you're now. What does your life look like when you get out of prison from that? If you were as famous as Anthony Weiner, because like he was a high profile person, so he's not gonna just be able to like get out of prison and apply for a job.
Yeah,
like,
when all that was going down, they happened to be shooting a documentary about him at the time.
Is it in the documentary?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's high quality.
I think he gets busted, and then I think it follows him trying to redeem himself, and then like halfway through his redemption, he gets busted again.
Oh, bro, they got all of that.
Yeah.
That's why there's too many cameras now. There's no more magic behind things. Like back in like the 50s and 60s, stuff happened and there was like mysteries to it. You know, now there's no fucking mysteries. Everyone has cameras following them around at any time, and the moment you fuck up, you're like, you know all of the details.
I forgot to vlog us doing all this, like setting up all the podcasts.
Yeah, what we need to do with the other camera is set up a behind the scenes camera of us recording us while we record this.
Exactly. All right, next time when Cyphers comes over, I'll get some good. It's funnier if it's all three of us too.
Yeah, I mean, I love when Pauly Cyph's around, but that's it's about a 50% shot. We're flipping coins out here.
It's real touching. We didn't officially announce that he was back on the podcast. He just did 2 episodes with us,
and then
and now he's not here for this episode. So
in typical Pauly Cyph fashion, he disappears.
You started off as the unofficial official co-host, and now Paul Cyphers is the unofficial official co-host.
Or he's the official unofficial co-host.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, he's officially unofficial co-host. I feel like
he can come and go whenever he wants.
Yeah, touch and go. You know, we always got to.
We'll discuss Patreon money later on. We'll see how that split ends up.
We got a spot for you on the couch, Pauly Cyph. We'll ask you some
I'll
questions.
move the pod track to the floor.
Yeah, what made you want to get into this adult industry here? You know,
we have some producers, but they're gonna need to see what you look like naked.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if you can work with a male talent.
I've never actually really watched those videos because the dude usually has a really small dick, and that just takes me out of it.
You know, it's funny for a straight guy. Why are you so concerned about the size of the man's dick?
Because I want to fantasize that it's me. So you have to have an equal or greater dick size. So I'm putting it out there. My dick is bigger than the casting couch guys.
What happens if it's smaller? Does it make you not feel like, hey, I can be in porn?
It takes me out of it.
Okay, so you're only.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, I feel like I could probably do porn with my dick.
That's nice, you know.
It's because it's bigger than. If that guy can do porn with his dick, I can do porn with my dick.
I've definitely seen some guys like anyone can technically do porn. Like, it's clearly not about the size of the dick in porn.
No, it's
unless you're black, which in that case it's all about the size of the dick.
It's what the girl looks like, but if I don't know, if the dude has a really small dick and the girl's like going nuts, I'm like, this doesn't feel real. Unless maybe he knows how to throw it down.
Maybe. Do you think like porn star? Do you think male porn stars get recognized on the street?
If I saw, I could recognize and name way too many male porn stars.
But like you think
that do straight porn.
You think you can recognize them if you just like saw them, like walking by, you just be like, oh, that's that's Dick Dragon, or some shit like that.
Is that a real dude?
I don't know.
I was gonna say he's not on my radar.
I mean, he wrote a book called Trails in the Sand, so that's that's my favorite dad joke. I don't know if I assume there'd be a porn star named Dick Dragon, right? Like, it seems like a porn star
that's
name.
A good one.
Yeah, so if I was a porn star, if there's no Dick Dragon, I would be Dick Dragon.
I'll pull that up later.
Yeah, shout out to Dick Dragon if he's out there.
If I saw J Mac on the street, I would recognize.
You'd recognize J Mac on the street.
I would shout him out. I'd give him the knucks.
Because I see like girls can get recognized as porn stars. Like girls can.
I saw one at the Gathering of the Juggalos 2019. I saw Chloe Capri.
Did you know she was a porn star before like they said it, or
I'm a big fan of Chloe Capri.
So you just like started walking.
I'm a day one fan of Chloe Capri.
You didn't go ask for an autograph though?
No, I didn't holler at her. She was with
J Mac, of course.
She was with my boy J Mac. They do have a scene together on don'tbreakme.com. It's great.
Man, that's heavy in the archives.
Shout out J Mac and Chloe Capri. She was with a photographer, this guy, Nate Igor Smith, who runs the blog Driven by Boredom. And I've followed him since like 2010 because he got hired by, I think, the Village Voice to go shoot The Gathering of the Juggalos. Okay. Like, write an article about it. And then he kept going year after year. And then ICP hired him as like an official photographer for The Gathering. So he was there. And he also shoots a lot of nudes for amateurs and like porn stars and professional models. So I think for the last few years, he always tries to bring a hot chick with him to The Gathering of the Juggalos. So he brought Chloe Capri. So like when I saw him, I figured the girl he was with was going to be a porn star, but then I recognized her immediately.
I see. Well, yeah. I think what we need to do is get an official porn star on here to confirm some things. You know, I got a lot of questions about the industry of the pornografia.
I don't know if we get a professional porn star. We could definitely get a girl with an OnlyFans account on this podcast. That's what level we're at right now. Well, actually, Ellis might have some porn star connections.
I was about to say, like, if we're only going for OnlyFans, like, that'll take about 7.5 minutes. We can find an OnlyFans.
Ellis went to the AVNs. I think he got a few numbers or at least some Twitters. So he can slide in some DMs for us.
Well, you can slide in some Twitter DMs. That's the beauty about, like, the craziest part about 2021.
You just have access to anyone.
Yeah,
now.
like anyone, you can just slide in the DMs. Like, of anybody on Instagram or Twitter, just slide in the DMs. And if it's like, if you pull up right, you might just get lucky. Like, yeah. It's not the craziest thing that's happened.
If you have enough followers and a blue check mark, you could probably pull some hoes off of Instagram. Just like cold texting them.
How do we get blue check marks? We should go try to get some blue check marks.
I don't know. There are people way above us that still don't have blue check marks.
That's fair.
So it's
but there's also people like that are very random that have blue check marks.
If we get like a professional like TV job or something, my boy Danny New. Did you ever meet Danny New in Western Mass?
Yeah, I know Danny New.
Yeah, he had a blue check mark. He's got like 1,000 followers. Not hating on my boy, but he's checked up.
But he was on TV though. He was he did some TV shows, so he was checked up.
So his network probably like had some connections. Maybe Danny New can get his blue check marks.
Yeah, his network had a net worth. You know, that's how you got to do it.
Pull up.
Yeah, it's 2021. You got to pull up. Get yourself. So maybe
when I can't think of what to say, I just go with your catchphrase. I just go pull up. It's a good filler.
Listen, shooters got to shoot. That's the thing you got to remember. I was reading a book called 48 Laws of Power. Right, I'm reading that book, and one of the rules.
That's like a classic like street dude book, right? Like,
I mean, it's more so like a self-help book. Like, it's
is
like
it? Don't a lot of dudes on the block read 48 Laws?
I don't know how many dudes on the block are sitting there like, yo, hey, you want some crack or you want 48 Laws of Power, dog?
I think that's a good jail book. It's 48 Laws of Power.
But one of the rules in there is like, it's essentially pull up. That's the rule in the book game. It's not
which rule is
the law is about it's about taking bold action. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it big, and like don't hesitate. Like, if you're gonna, it's pretty much saying if you're gonna do something, like grab your balls while you do it. Like, don't go half in, don't go scared in. Like, just pull up and go all in. Like,
hang and swang.
Yeah, and it's like double down. Like, you think you're going bold, or someone wants to test your gangs, go bolder, go bigger, and that's the whole like the rule of the law is just go big.
I'm following that with this podcast. I was like, we're doing this shit on Zoom from our homes. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend money I don't have on equipment.
Bro, GME to the moon, bro.
Push this podcast up.
Yeah, just put some money in GameStop. You'll have enough to afford this in no time.
I should have. I signed up for Robinhood way too late. By the time I signed up for Robinhood, everyone was like, yo, fuck Robinhood.
Yo, fuck Robinhood. I was like,
I put $50 in. They're like, you better get that money out tomorrow.
Get all of it, dog. Listen, fuck Robin Hood, those little John Prince Richard getting ass motherfuckers out here with the sheriff of Nottingham. Yeah, Robin from Friar Tuck sharing with the sheriff of Nottingham, butch ass Robin Hood, fucking out there robbing the hood. Those motherfuckers, man.
So they stole a bunch of money from the poor and gave it to the rich?
Yeah, pretty much. That's the kind of bullshit they were doing. They said that they ran out of money to cover trades for regular people, so they blocked people from being able to buy the GameStop stock, but they let if
you don't have the money, why are you in the trade game in the first place?
Bro, you should have been. That's right. Well, it turns out like the hedge funds that they let trade are like the people that own a bunch of Robinhood stock and like make Robinhood all the money. So they were like, listen.
The hedge funds that were losing money on
so
everyone's going broke.
Yeah, everyone's going broke and Robinhood's like, nah, we need to get our boys this bread, dog. Give us this day our daily bread. Shout out to And so they fucked up everybody. But fuck Robin Hood. Walk up in the club. Fuck Robin Hood. So that's how I feel. So listen, if you lost a bunch of money on those trades, we got something for you out here. Let me see if I can reach it.
What are you just lose a headphone on that?
Yeah, it's worth it, because look at this thing. I just wanted the team to see this. I don't know if you were really in the club, if you're really about that life,
Yeah.
you got to drink one of these.
Labels out, bro.
Yeah, oh shit, let me get you right. Let me get you right.
Yeah, this goose gonna get you loose.
I know this is as big as my leg. Like it really is that big. I don't know if you can see this. It's as big as both of my legs. This is like a leg workout to be lifting this thing. I'm heavy, so
all right. That's a giant bottle of Grey Goose for the audio listeners.
yes.
How much Grey Goose is in there?
According to this, 450 centiliters.
It's a cent. We're not even on milliliters.
Nah,
anymore?
we're past milliliters, dog. This is centiliters. I don't know how much 450 centiliters is.
Yeah, we follow the 48 laws of power of the house. We're like, if you're gonna pour up, fucking po up.
Yeah, we follow the 48 laws of metrics as well. We're in. How much is a centiliter in regular liters?
I don't know. That's like a couple gallons, you think, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you figure centiliter, 1 liter.
Yeah, try to do some math real quick.
Yeah, find out how big 4 centiliters is. 450 CLs.
To liters?
Yeah. How much does that equal? To put it in perspective,
That's 4.5 liters of vodka.
yeah, it makes sense. 100 milliliters is 1 centiliter. Makes sense. All right, so yeah, liters, it's 450. To put it in perspective,
Yeah.
if you had a
That's 1.189 gallons of vodka.
so much.
Where are you going?
That's a handle, right?
Is that a 750?
No, this is a handle, 1.75.
750
is half.
Yeah. What about that Bacardi
The Bacardi,
right in front of you?
yeah. So this is a 750. Oh, this is 1 liter. So this is in between. This is a 750.
We got every size
Yeah, this is the
of booze over here. That's not a. You gotta hold it. Hold on, I'll hold the Grey Goose.
Yeah, so no, we're.
Oh, dude, I can't even lift this.
Yeah. So if you got a normal 750 of alcohol, this is what you're drinking.
If you're gonna pour up, do it big like the LonelyMans.
Yeah, so if you're drinking a 750, this is what you have. If you're really fucking with this though,
if you follow the 48 laws of power, this is what you pull off the
you
show.
pull up. This is when you get to the club. Fuck everybody. You just if you walk up into the club with this,
You could have
that's
kept
an
it up
arm
front.
workout right there carrying.
We're gonna have some props in front of the couch next time.
Yeah. Well, next time we bring that bottle out, I'm just gonna bring out a whole bottle, a bag of cocaine, and really turn this podcast up.
Anytime someone points it out, we're like, "Yo, you want to open that up?" And they're like, "No, I do not want to be the first one." Just
No, you don't want to drink out of that. Like once you open that bottle up,
once we pop that, it's going off.
you're not gonna make it out alive.
If Ellis walked in right now and opened that up, I would have to relapse. I would just have to.
Would you really?
I'd swig out of that.
You
for
swing
sure.
it? Ooh,
Yeah.
man, that'll turn the night up. Like that would get us to.
I would take a sip and finish the whole thing.
just one sip. I did just get a little taste. One of these days, I'm gonna go back into rehab.
Oh, I kept checking my phone for the time of the recording, but it says it on the Zoom recorder right here.
Yeah, I don't know how you did not notice that.
I've had this thing for 2 hours.
I mean, that was like the only thing I knew about it, and I don't know shit about any of the technology.
did I have these 2 channels all the way down? Okay.
Nah, I think it sounds good. Yeah, I got my headphone in.
I noticed before, if these are up but there's no mics plugged into them, you get like a hum in the background.
Oh.
So, I don't know.
Well, thank you for that information. I'm gonna fucking take that and store it away.
So,
in my
tech support.
Yeah, it's fucking. I know nothing about technology.
I got all this shit figured out. This shit will be live tomorrow, today. They're listening to it right now. What am I talking about?
Yeah,
I don't know.
whatever, dude. They're gonna.
This is what the new Patreon exclusive episodes will be recorded on. So if you want that high quality audio podcast, you go to patreon.com/LonelyMans.
Yeah, and in the future, the studio's coming.
The studio's coming.
Yeah, green screen and all. The studio's coming.
That's going to be lit.
Yeah, hell, we're gonna be out there. It's gonna be warm and shit. We might even be buck naked outside.
Until I figure out how to edit green screen, we should just have the green screen behind us.
Just to let them know, like, yo, we got a green screen like
we
that.
do have it on deck, and then people could take screenshots and then edit in whatever they want into the background of our videos.
What about if we put a Lonely Man sign over the green screen, but not on the computer in real life?
Just go to Kinko's and print out.
We just put it up, but it doesn't even cover the whole thing or look official.
We just tape it to it.
Yeah, just looks hella janky. We
With
just got
silver
like
duct tape on the corner.
the way I'm thinking of, you know that sign at the Woo-Ha-Ha that was like in the back behind the comedy that you used to have to like tape up and it was like falling apart for some reason we put it behind the comics?
No.
You know what when we did the outdoor shows and you had to get the little janky
we had that,
sign.
that banner.
Yeah, but it was only like 4'5". So if you were like taller than 5'5", you were taller than the sign.
Yeah.
Like it just did not. It was.
I ended up just zip tying that to the fence at one point because the wind kept blowing it over. It was on this little like plastic stand.
Yeah, it always fell apart, and by the end of it didn't make it the whole summer. It was like broken already. Super janky.
And it wasn't even there the whole summer. It was there like half the time, and it broke within weeks.
That's what we need to put over the green screen. Just something like that. Hella bootleg. I think it'd be.
I'll get someone to like animate us. Something to like put on the green screen. We'll just have like LonelyMans like scrolling.
Like a banner?
across. Yeah.
We should get one of those news video, like a news ticker.
Like a Chiron?
Is that what they call that?
The thing that goes across the bottom?
Yeah, it goes with like breaking news, but we just pull bullshit ass news that comes across the bottom, just like straight nonsense.
I'll get deep into the iMovie editing game. We'll have all sorts of nonsense on
Hell
it.
yeah, we're gonna be out there hanging our dicks about, bro. It's gonna be legit. If I wear black pants, you can't tell, but it's
people
legit.
want that. I think they just want to hear us bullshit. They're investing in our personalities.
So they're not investing in much, is what you're saying.
No,
We have our person. I used to have.
We're game stock 2 weeks ago. We could blow up at any point if enough people believe in us.
Yeah, we just gotta offer like actual GameStop. We just gotta offer them, hey, take this PlayStation, 75 games and 2 controllers. We will give you $44.
I don't even know if you would get that much.
Bro, GameStop was the worst. I've never seen anything like that, bro.
I do have a PlayStation 3. I wonder how much money they'll give me for it.
Bro, you would pay them to take that PlayStation 3. You'd be like, yeah, we'll take the PlayStation.
Like, can
all
I have the gas money that I spent to bring this here?
They're going to be like, it's going to be $17 you owe us to take this.
I'll take that. I don't know who's going to buy it off Facebook Marketplace.
Donate it, bro.
I could donate it too. I'm trying to get every penny.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, I sold my DJ controller today.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you make any money on it?
Yeah, I made a little bit of money.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of change.
Yeah, just a little bit of money.
All right.
I got about what I wanted for it. I asked for 125. The guy was like 100. I was like, that's what I was looking for.
Okay, so you came into the game with a number and fired. You bid him high, wrote him down real quick.
Usually I put what I want on the listing and then I get way less and I can't like talk my way out of it. So I started high.
Okay.
The guy came out from Boston and
he drove all the way here from Boston?
Yeah.
Off Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty...
He hit me up last night. It was so quick and easy. Like, this never happens on Facebook Marketplace. He hit me up last night. He's like, yo, you still got this? I was like, yeah. He's like, $100. I was like, let's do it. I was like, meet me in Worcester tomorrow morning. He's like, all right, cool. Then I hit him up this morning. I was like, yo, when you want to meet up? He's like, 11:30. He's like, what's the address? I was like, meet me at Target. And then he must have looked up Target on Google Maps and was like, let's do Savers instead. There was like the plaza across the street from Target. I was like, all right, I'll be just.
No, my people only rock Savers, dog. I don't fuck with Target. I can't be
I don't
seen.
know what that was about.
It's too much red in Target, dog. I only do Crip Gang. Like,
He just parked in the fire lane in front of Savers. I was like, we could have done this at Target. I was going to meet him on the side of the building at Target. There's like ample parking over there. I don't know. Maybe he figured Savers was less popping on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, he's like, there's too much heat at Target, dog. There's too many eyes in these streets that might see something I don't want them to see.
So he was in the fire lane with his hazards on. I pulled up like right behind him, hopped out. I forgot to put my mask on. He popped out mask on. And I felt like a dick, but I was like, whatever. We're outside in the sunlight. We're protected. It's windy. That's how Corona science works.
Yeah, I believe so.
And then
Corona doesn't come out till past the curfew, dog. 10 p.m.
He
you know that.
inspected it. He's like, does it work? I was like, yes, it does. He's like, all right. So he like took the controller, and then I had a Ziploc bag with the cables in it. I was like, here's the cables. And he took that out of my hand. I was like, all right, now he has the stuff, and I don't have the money. I was like, this guy could just rob me right now if he wanted.
What you gonna do, bitch?
Yeah, what would I do? Like, I'd take a picture of his license plate or something? I don't know. But and then he started counting money on the hood of my car in the wind. So I had to, like, I'd put a finger down, just one finger, not to be too threatening. Just like stamp down the 20s as he counted on the hood of my car. And I was like, all right, thank you very much. He's like, thanks. It just got his car bounced.
All right. I mean, it sounds simple enough. I once went to a meeting. I once picked up a guy when I used to drive Lyft, and he was going to sell Bitcoin. And that was one of the most interesting interactions I've ever seen. He was physically going to go sell a drive of Bitcoin.
I remember you talking about this on stage.
Yeah, because So then he went, and we went to the police parking lot, mind you.
Yeah.
So we pulled up to the police. I'm already like feeling uneasy about this because I'm gonna go sell some Bitcoin. I feel like I'm doing something illegal, right?
Yeah.
Like, psst, yeah, we're going to sell some Bitcoin. Follow these directions. It's like, oh shit, this is like fucking movie Taxi, you know?
Yeah.
And then we pull up to a police parking lot. I'm like, this is the worst. This can't get any worse. Then it's like this him and this old lady, and it was a weird transaction because he like pulled out a computer and like puts it in and typing some shit, and I'm like, this is transactions in 2020. You know, you're just out here. This was like 2019 actually when Bitcoin was still popping like that.
I was gonna say now he's a fool.
Yeah, he should have held on. Yeah, he should have held on. Who would have thought when old women were buying Bitcoin? He made a couple $100,000. I mean, he made a couple grand because he ended up tipping me like $100. It was like a 10-minute drive, and he tipped me like $100, and I was like, bro, you could do it anytime you want to sell this crypto, bro. Let me know.
Here's my number, Bitcoin. Dog. Holler at me. You should have bought some crypto.
I should have been buying that Bitcoin from him, dog.
What is this lady paying you? I'll flip that right
bro,
now.
She paid like $3,000 for that Bitcoin.
Wow.
Yeah, that dude lost out on like $28,000.
I checked the price today. It was $32,000 for Bitcoin.
For one Bitcoin. That's the thing now. Because of things like Bitcoin, now like any coin that someone's like, yo, this coin's hot. You're like, yeah, let me get in on this real quick. It might be the next Bitcoin. Now, so what that means is, bro, we just got to start our own coin. And then we just got to tout it up like the next Bitcoin. By the time people realize what happened, we already made a killing and we out with the profits, dog. Out like a light with the bag.
Buy Lonely Coin.
Yeah, the Lonely Coin coming soon, dog. It's gonna have just the LC on
Lonely
it.
Coin or Lonely Money.
Lonely Coin, Only Coin. That's a good one.
LonelyMans, Lonely Money, Lonely. There's something there. Lonely Coin it is. All right, buy Lonely Coin.
Yeah, it's about to be on fuck Robinhood. Anything else we can put it on fucking
I put $50 in Robinhood to buy some Dogecoin, but then Cyphers was like, nah, don't buy don't buy crypto off Robinhood.
Don't buy anything. Shout out to fuckrobinhood.com. I don't know if it's a website, but if it's not, somebody should make that out there, fuckrobinhood.com.
Is robinhoodwhack.com? Yes.
That's the whole just yes. I wonder.
Where should I buy crypto at? Do you have any crypto?
Not a lot of crypto. Like any website, any app or anything that does trading allows you to buy crypto, but yeah, you can get it pretty much anywhere, which is crazy because who would have thought that it would have lasted this long?
I like that everyone's I want to make a site. It's like, what is the internet this week? And it's like a couple months ago, like everyone is a political scientist during the election. It's like now everyone's a stockbroker.
Yeah. Everyone's a financial investor.
Yeah.
Everyone's got an opinion on the stock market.
Yeah. What is Twitter today?
Well, that's the thing. Everything moves so fast. Like there's like one hot thing and everyone just rides that until it's out.
Yeah.
For as big as the internet.
It is a fun story this week.
No, it is. I like it because honestly, it made me feel some type of way. I haven't felt like that in a while. I was like, oh, I'm very invested into what's happening in this. I really
literally.
Yeah, literally invested. I was very invested on what was going on. There's still some invested money in that I need to figure out what I'm going to do with. But
yeah, you still get some GameStop?
Yeah, that and some other stocks that were heavy on that, you know. But
on the AMC?
AMC, BB, BlackBerry was on
BlackBerry popped in?
Bro, everything was popping back in. BlackBerry was big on it. AMC, BlackBerry.
Yo, 2005 is having a moment of the stock market right
bro, yeah. Nobody even knows what the fuck is happening anymore. They're like, why the fuck is GameStop even have stock? I didn't know they were even invested in.
I didn't know you could invest in GameStop in the first place.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know BlackBerry was still a company. I didn't know Nokia was doing anything with their lives anymore.
I think BlackBerry tried to go Android.
BlackBerry tried to do nothing and failed. Like BlackBerry, they had the game in their back
Yeah.
pockets. Remember when everyone had a BlackBerry and it was the shit?
Dude, talk about holding the line. Ellis had a BlackBerry up until 2012, 13, 14.
Man, yeah, BlackBerry used to have the game in the
Yeah.
palm of their hand, and then like iPhone came out, and BlackBerry was like, "Nah, this is a fad," and they fucked up. They were like,
Ellis might still have a BlackBerry in his room right now with like the trackball on it.
Yeah.
He had the OG, and then he had the one with like the arrow like keypad on it.
used to have BlackBerry used to be able to get email on the BlackBerry before it was
Yeah,
like
that was
online.
big.
It was like people were like, "Yo, let me check my BlackBerry, dog." Like, that was that shit. You're like, "What? He's got a BlackBerry? He's serious. He does business."
I didn't realize how big email was before like texting and everything. I read that book, The Game, like the pickup artist book, and they used to just like get girls' email addresses. Now how I get girls' Instagrams,
Yeah.
I'm like, the number's like a little too personal. Let me start off with the Instagram. They did that with email back in the day.
Oh my gosh, sending emails. Let me get your MySpace. That was big back when that
Yeah,
was big.
yeah, slide in. My boy Joel used to fuck. I'm just blowing up his spot. Used to fuck mad girls off MySpace. He would just randomly slide into DMs on MySpace.
That was the original DM, was the MySpace DM, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you let a girl know what's up. You
It
just let
was
us-
like half a dating website because you could put like your height and weight and
yeah,
race.
and then you just slit somebody in the top 8 right quick.
put
Let me see what's
single or in
up.
a relationship.
Yeah, you go over there. You were writing your own scripts. It was job.
I think you could search for people based on all that stuff. So like I would just like search for like short blonde girls or something on there, just holler at chicks.
Man, yeah, you'd get man. The original hollering thing was when you used to use AIM. You remember AIM?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was BDog764 used to get down. He was DAWG too. He
I was
gangsta.
Chicken Beer before the Ludacris album came out.
Great album, by the way. One of my favorite Luda albums.
That is a good Luda album.
Yeah.
Let's get Diamond in the Back, Sunroof Top. Is that on there?
Yeah, that song's on there.
Or I'm Screwed Up with Lil Flip.
Screwed Up.
That's a good one.
That album was really good, and his first album, Ludacris is back for the first damn time.
Yeah.
So good.
Classic.
Ludacris had of any rapper. Ludacris had the best skits. There's no.
I hate skits on it.
You hate
rap
skits on an
albums,
album, but I hate skits too. But Ludacris were hilarious every single time. They were just fucking comical.
I like when you could skip the track, but if it was like before or at the end of a track, that was. I guess you could skip. All right, if it's at the beginning of a track, I hate that because then you can't skip it. You gotta fast forward to get through to it.
I like a good skit, but it's got to be good.
It has to be
and
that good that you could listen to it every time you want to listen to the song.
Yeah, well, there's some of them. Like some of them are usually like on the end, like they would be like the end of one song and the beginning of a next song would be like the combination of
Yeah.
the skit. But like he used to have the song Area Codes on there, and he did the skit between before Area Codes, and he used to make me laugh every time. Yo, you still got Stacy from Vallejo's number? He's like, you mean Ohio? No, Vallejo.
Yeah,
He's
they just
like,
add ho in there.
Yeah, they added
everywhere.
everything. It was just funny as fuck. And then he had the King shit. They did the one from like Coming to America, Zamunda skit on there.
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen Coming to
I
America?
think we've discussed this on this podcast.
You did discuss this. Oh my gosh. This motherfucker, man.
Patreon exclusive. Jesse Burlingame watches Coming to America.
We're gonna watch Coming to America and then videotape your reactions. And if there's not enough laughter, you are racist.
Yeah, we'll do an audio commentary.
Yeah, we can. Just a play-by-play.
Yeah.
And at any point, if I don't like what you're saying, you are racist. So I'm just, at any point, if I'm going to deem you that.
I've
because
seen all 3 Beverly Hills Cop movies.
I have not. I've seen.
All right, so
But that doesn't count. It's not the same.
it's a classic Eddie Murphy movie from the 80s.
No, Coming to America is the Eddie Murphy movie. Like this isn't a question. This isn't up for debate. I'm not asking you. Coming to America on the hierarchy of Eddie Murphy is much more important and relevant than any Beverly Hills Cop movie except for the first one.
all
No,
3 combined.
all
The
2 and 3
trilogy.
combined for sure. The trilogy is all about 1 and 3.
Anyone ever ask me what my favorite trilogy is? It's Beverly Hills Cop.
That's the only trilogy you've watched all 3 parts to. Like,
Probably.
that's the only trilogy you've seen all 3 parts to. And if you're gonna make a trilogy, number 2 always needs to suck. That's the rule about trilogies.
Was there a Rush Hour 3?
Unfortunately,
All right, I've only seen Rush Hour 1 and 2.
1 and 2 is really good one. The third one,
I've never seen the Bad Boys movies. No, I watched most of the first Bad Boys movie, but everyone was like, fuck that, you have to watch Bad Boys 2.
Bad Boys 2 is actually really good.
That's like the only good sequel in history, I believe. That's what everyone says.
That's a very valid point. Bad Boys 2, because Bad Boys 2, I think, might even be better than the first one.
That's what everyone says. So you
Bad
don't
Boys
need to watch the first one, and it's not as good as the second one.
You got to watch the first one because it kind of set it up. But Bad Boys 2, is Bad Boys 2 widely known as the best sequel?
I believe so, yeah.
Damn. I'm trying to think of other good sequels now.
There's no other movie where people are like, the second one's better than the first one.
Ooh, what
Because
about
no one asked me if I've seen Bad Boys. Everyone says, you ever seen Bad Boys 2?
What about Mighty Ducks?
All right, you got me there. Mighty Ducks 2 is... I've seen the first one maybe once.
Yeah, but Mighty Ducks 2 is the shit.
D2 Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, that's the one. D2 is fine. D2 is the best one. D3 is like, but D2 is the one.
I don't think I finished the third one.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. I've only watched Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3. That's the only trilogy I've finished.
Man, you suck at movies. How do you suck so bad at movies? We're going to have to do like something where every like once a weekend we watch classics. We're going to get Jesse Burlingame on some
We have
classics.
to watch trilogy classics. Is Coming to America 2 out yet?
No, it's in March.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware. I got updates.
Push notifications.
Yeah, this is the only movie my dad is like, Benjamin, look, Coming to America is coming out again, bitch ass nigga. We're going to watch this shit. It's like, oh shit, he loves it. My dad, very makes him feel, I wonder, I've actually never watched Coming to America with my dad.
Really?
Yeah, my parents
think that
are
would
very
be a good father-son bonding.
Nah, pretty fucking weird. I wouldn't watch because any movie that has
What country is he from?
Zamunda.
Is that even a real country?
Absolutely not.
Before Wakanda, there was Zamunda.
I've tried using Zamunda, but I don't think enough people have any fucking clue. Yeah,
20 years ago you could say Zamunda. Now you gotta go Wakanda.
Maybe back in March I can bring Zamunda back, but Wakanda's the one now.
How many famous fake African countries are there?
Bro, there's some. Here's the thing: every country, no one has any fucking clue about African countries.
No.
They really have no idea. I could tell them anything in that joke, and that's why I'm always surprised when it like works because I'm like, oh shit, you guys know what Wakanda is. But most of the time they're just like Wakanda, okay. I'm just like, fuck, this is gonna be a long night. That's the way we test that out.
I'm zoning out. We got 4 minutes left on the podcast.
Did you say you're zoned out?
I zoned out for a second.
Okay, good.
I'm in my own zone. He got me. I forget what he says after that.
Yeah, I don't even know what the lyrics are except for walk around the club, fuck everybody.
That's going on that will be a drop on this before the next episode. I'm working on that tonight.
That's going to be part of the intro music that we have on
I'm going to go to YouTube to mp3.com.
I'm going to get a ringtone while we're at it.
I'll send it to you. I'm going to bootleg it off of YouTube. I'll send you the MP3 and then you can set that as your ringtone.
Yeah, and then anytime someone calls me like once a week when my phone rings, actually, I'm going to be like, I'm in my own zone. And I'll never pick it up. That's the problem with ringtones is I spend too much time dancing to the
I haven't
song
had the
and
ringer on my phone since like 2007.
No, I've never had the ringer on my phone in this iPhone since I've had it. It's always just been on vibrate.
Yeah, I found that switch on the side that silences it, and I haven't touched it. I like super glued it shut, so no one's
just chopped it off. No one's ever doing it in this bag.
I just fucking chiseled it.
Yeah. No, man.
I like that we can cough off mic now instead of like. I guess maybe I could have done that on the old podcast.
Yeah, you probably could have. I mean, I'm not going to stop you, but
no, you had the headset connected to you, so whatever you did, I could hear it on the microphone.
Yeah, I tried turning it off sometimes, but sometimes I forget.
I think you would like try to like cover it with your shirt to cough, and then it would just go like.
Well, there's a little switch on it, so I can turn it
there?
off. So then that way it's not recording anything.
Okay.
What
do you think about the new setup? How do you like it?
I personally am a fan of it. I think as we figure out other shit that we can do in person now because we're next to each other.
Yeah, this is way more fun than being on the computer.
Yeah, a little bit because it almost makes me forget that like, I mean, not really because of the lights and stuff, but like for a second I'm like, oh, I'm just talking.
We got that like that I'm not gay space between us on the couch.
Yeah, that's true. But if Paul was here, it would be real close.
Oh, I can't wait till Paul's here. But, like,
yeah, we should
like,
put
right
Paul in the middle and just make him feel super uncomfortable.
Yeah, Paul's riding the middle. He's riding bitch on this couch.
He's gonna be like, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Now I wonder if my headset was on this whole time, if it recorded like double audio.
No,
because we can't hear it. We would be able to hear it, right?
This is an output, not an input.
Oh, so it's only
it only goes out to your ear.
That's quite convenient.
Yeah, dog.
Yes, excellent.
Dude, this pod track's the best thing I've ever bought in my life.
I mean, I don't know. Actually, you didn't buy those Yeezys because I was gonna say if those weren't a gift, that'd be pretty good.
I get compliments on these fake Yeezys all the time. Like Hispanic teenagers at the Domino's like shout me out. They're like, "Yo, nice shoes, bro." And I'm like, "Thanks, man." I'm like, if they don't know they're fake, then who's gonna know they're fake?
Maybe they know they fake. They're just respecting the fake game. They're just
Maybe.
Like, they're like, I got some fake Yeezys too. I got some Feezies, and these ones are pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're called on the street.
There was another open micer in Manchester wearing Yeezys the other night, and I want to be like, "Yo, are yours fake too?" But I don't be like, "What the fuck you mean, bro?"
You accuse them of having fake Yeezys.
Like, am I the only one rocking fake Yeezys out here? I can't be.
No.
Probably most of the Yeezys on the street are fake.
Well, yeah. I mean, how many real Yeezys do they actually make? And
Especially like you see me like trudging through the snow, like going to Domino's. I was like, or maybe I just got it like that.
Yeah, maybe you're just like, listen, I only spend money on my feet, dog,
Yeah.
all day, every day.
I basically do.
I know some people like that. Like that's their whole thing. They just buy shoes that's what they
I
spend
wear
all
like
their money to.
$10 jeans, $15 hoodies, and then it's just shoes. I got some nice draws now. I upgraded my draws.
Your draw game is heavy. Is that
Yeah.
what's the hot brand in the draw game?
I got some polos.
Okay, some Poyos. I feel you.
And then I got some Tommy Johns.
Oh, okay.
I do get them from Nordstrom Rack on sale,
Okay, I mean as you should.
but those are like $30 underwear retail.
Are they pure silk?
No, they're micro model.
Oh, micro model.
Actually, I don't know if that's what it is.
I don't
That might be a different underwear brand that advertises on Sirius. Or something.
Yo, I got these micro model. I'm gonna start rocking. I wonder what the best brand for draws is. I wonder if there can be like silk or something
Oh
else.
yeah,
like
you
this.
can get some silk Sachi draws, bro.
Do they feel comfortable? Like, are they necessary? Am I getting the feelings worth of rocking straight silk on my balls?
Those have to be comfortable.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Get some Versace draws. Ella's got some Moschinos.
Bro, you can't even spell. You can't even spell Versace. You've never seen that, have you?
No.
In fucking Friday, when he's like, man, these are Versace.
Wait, which Friday?
The
I
Friday
haven't
after
seen-
next. It's the second.
Friday after next. That's the third one.
It's the one where he goes to live with his uncle. It's the third one.
I've only seen the first one.
Oh,
I haven't seen all of them in
you
that
haven't
trilogy.
seen- oh, of course you haven't. So, yeah, you've never seen all three in the trilogy.
No.
But he goes, man, he's like, you can't mess these up. These Versace. He's like, you don't even know how to spell Versace. He's all F-O Sachi. That's not even the worst Versace spelling ever, which is perfect. But
We're going to upgrade our draws for the next podcast. This has been LonelyMans.
we should get some robes. Only robes and like maybe once we get to us, I'm gonna do all my podcasts in a robe. You know, like straight up
Sachi draws.
Sachi draws and
In
just
the robe.
silk draws in a robe, dog.
I'm down with that.
That's what I'm gonna be with.
You got to have a silk robe, too. You have
Yeah,
silk on
if
silk.
I'm rocking a robe, it's gonna be one of those like with like paisley colored with different colored lapels.
Yeah, like Ghostface Killer robe.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of robes he's rocking.
He rocks the paisley.
Ooh, okay, yeah, like a Hugh Hefner style.
Yeah.
Yeah, might even rock.
Hefner has all red, I think.
Yeah, he's got that red. Sometimes they're velour. You know,
Yeah.
get that velour on him a little bit. Get maybe like
I like the way you look at me when you're saying velour. You're like, dog, wait till you catch me in this velour.
Yeah,
And silk draws.
bro, maybe out here in some suede slippers. Like we ain't even playing.
Some house shoes.
Bro, only house shoes, but they're gonna be suede.
Yeah, when we get the Lonely Studio set up, it's going to be
I might even
luxurious.
we'd be out here smoking cigars and shit, drinking from that big bottle of Grey Goose. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
out here. I can't sit like this because it might show the
Oh, yeah,
audience.
now that I
something
get
they
the
wanna
portable
see.
setup, we could do cigar casts
Ooh,
outside, anywhere.
I do support smoking cigars.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, cigars on the cast. You know,
Hell yeah, we got big plans.
I
for
do.
Lonely Man's podcast.
Also, one thing I found out I'm really good at is that I am an old fashioned expert.
Yo,
So
look who knew we were wrapping up the podcast.
yeah,
right now.
you came back to finish it, huh? I am
gonna
an
get
old fashioned expert though. My go to drink is the old fashioned, and anywhere I go, I order it, and they know about me.
Oh, he's coming straight up.
Yeah, come back to Poppy.
Alejandro, any words to end this podcast?
Alejandro, anything else you want to say to the people?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, listen to that kitty purr.
All right, patreon.com/lonelymans.
We out.
We out.
Peace.